Okay, this is number 24. Are you ready for calculus? And basically the statement is a curve is traced by a point. So point P, X, Y is any point on the curve which moves such that its distance from the point A, negative 1, 1, is 3 times its distance from the point B to negative 1. Determine the equation of the curve. So remember, the equation just has X's and Y's. So we'll let the X and Y be any point on the curve, and we know that its distance from the point negative 1, 1, and that's the distance formula that gives me that distance, all right? Okay. Is going to be 3 times its distance from the point to negative 1. Okay, so we just use our distance formula. Okay, so this is the distance from negative 1, 1 and to negative 1. But this distance will be 3 times this distance. And then we just find out what X and Y are, so it's real easy. Just square both sides. And then when I squared both sides, I removed the radical, and then I multiplied both these binomials out because I was kind of running out of room on my paper here. So I square both sides, get rid of the radical. And also, if I square the 3, I get 9. So basically, it's going to be 9 times this inside, and then just this inside here. So if I square this binomial, x squared plus 2x plus 1, plus y squared minus 2y plus 1, so that's just squaring those binomials. If I square this out, I get x squared minus 4x plus 4, and this is going to be y squared plus 2y plus 1. And then I just combine my numerical terms. So I went x squared plus 2x, y squared minus 2y, 1 plus 1 is 2. And I multiply all these out, and I simplified my numerical terms. So I got 9x squared minus 36x plus 9y squared plus 18y. And then 4 plus 1 is 5. 9 times 5 is 45. And then I got everything on one side. So I just subtracted. I got everything on the right. So I subtracted x squared from both sides. So I made 9x squared. I'm sorry. Yeah. X squared, 9x squared minus x squared is 8x squared, pardon me. And then I got negative 36, and minus 2 is negative 38. Minus y squared, that's 8y squared. Add 2y, that's 20y. And then subtract 2, so 45 minus 2 is 43. So there you have it. So that was a nice, easy one. So kind of deserve a break after some of those other problems. So that's an equation that describes the x and y based upon those parameters. The distance from one point is 3 times the distance to that other point at all times.